Anybody in here? Oh, 36 seconds. 6. Anybody here? Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh. Hello. Hey, Sunita. How are you? Yay. I was going to say you don't have to work tomorrow, but tomorrow's Sunday, right? Yeah. I saw all your hats that you made. Was just getting into bed. I'll go to bed. Hello, Susan. How are you tonight? What are you up to? About 5'7.5" and 161 pounds. I just got out of the shower and thought I'd sit down here with you since I haven't been on much lately. Yeah. That one over there. Both of them. I thought there'd be several people up tonight. I'm glad you guys are up. At least I'm not talking to myself, which I do that anyway. The one on Facebook? Yeah. I just posted it a few minutes ago. I've got several projects here I'm working on, and my wrist will hold out. I can work some. You get tired, Susan? I haven't felt good for a while. Hey, Liz. I hadn't felt good for a while. What are you doing up, Liz? Hey, Zach. What's everybody working on? Liz, you ever get that dress made yet? Eileen skirt. Hello, Timmy. How are you? I'm doing this on the YouTube side, which is kind of strange. I've only done it one time on the YouTube side. Is everybody staying cool? I don't know about anybody else. I know everybody complains about the hot weather. I'd rather sweat to death than ever freeze to death. Awfully tired, but had to take meds. Yeah. Cold and rainy, Sanita. I've always been a night owl, Zach. Always. I stay up till 3 or 4 in the morning. Then you go lay down and then you're tossing and turning until about 6. Then I get up, come in here, crochet some more, watch something boring. And then I go back to bed and then I'll sleep till about 11. That's about all I get. We were supposed to get rain today, but didn't get any, so we'll get it tomorrow for sure, probably. The other day, I bought this yarn at Timmy. I'd rather the cold because you can layer up. I like the hot. Yeah. Hello, Miss D. How are you? Good morning. Is it morning? Yeah. 12:59. Yep. Do you ever buy yarn and think, oh, I can make all kinds of things with that? And then when you start working it up, you're not happy with any of it. It's so pretty, but I'm just not happy with it. Two a.m. I'm a night owl. Yeah, me too. Thought I heard somebody on my back porch. I have a camera that I can see what's on the back porch. What yarn did you buy? I bought this a long time ago. I'm pretty sure it is Cotton Fair. It had 4 of these balls in it for $5 at the dollar store, and I'm pretty sure it's Cotton Fair. I worked up a little swatch, and I just don't like the way it's laying. Of course, it's a small swatch now. It's not big. So it turned out like that. But I decided to try it in a top to see what it looked like in a top. I know yours, Liz, was kind of like this, but I was trying to make my granddaughter one, and it turned out like this. I'm just not sure that I like the colorway, the way it's coming out. I don't know. What do y'all think? I can't wait to get yarn from the dollar. Well, I know this is cotton fair. I swear. And the only reason why I know it's cotton fair is because I have cotton fair. So I went and got it. And I think somebody's, like Kelly's thing is green this month. And I found this and I compared the two and they are both cotton fair. The only thing is, this is so much. There is a lot. That is tight all the way to the bottom. And this is on a spool. I think you should ask your granddaughter what she thinks. My granddaughter wouldn't wear it anyway. I'm just hoping to find one thing she'll say, Nana, I want that. If it doesn't come, she's a teenager, and if it don't come from the mall, they don't care about it. I've been having issues with continuous glucose meter. Mainly the sensor keeps failing. Ooh, sorry, Timmy. Yeah, Dee, I saw you on Connie's channel. I think every one of ours in Montgomery here are $1 plus. Yeah. Yeah, but Dee, you've got other stores that you can go shopping at, like Michigan Fine Yarns. I did my video on the yarn. When I went to download it, the computer went off. It decided to do one of those what do you call it? God, Liz, upgrades. Where I guess I kept pushing. It was like later, later, later. Hey, my sweet Rita Pacheco, how you doing, baby doll? Yeah, I had it up. It took me 8 hours to download that video. It just drove me nuts. Yeah, an update. It drove me insane. Because last week, my internet kept going in and out, in and out. And we've been in this house 26 years, and it's never done that. Come to find out, hey Daniel, somebody had tapped into our line. So my signal was weak. And then the guy tells us, oh, do you know they don't use the Cat 5 wire anymore for routers and stuff? So he put in new stuff. The very last one. Till it was the very last one. Hey, Joanne, darling, how are you doing tonight? In pain. Can't sit on my butt. Can lay down. You could make money laying down too, Liz. Not either, Liz. Stop it. Um, oh, Ashes? Oh, you're just saying hi. If Ash is there. I ain't seen you guys in a while either. Because when you guys are on, I probably, around the time I'm sleeping, the 4 or 5 hours I'm sleeping, I just scared myself. I went to the bathroom and I heard a voice and thought someone was here. Sorry. My voice that scary? I have never tried crocheting laying down. You got one on me there, girl. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just crocheting to keep my hands busy. It's funny, I'll crochet this and then a couple days later I'll take it out. Okay, I'm going to go listen while I shut my eyes. I start snoring, excuse me. Okay, I'll try to figure out how to make music with your snoring. Alex says hi. Hello. I'm almost done with Bod's new shawl. I just can't get into making shawls. I don't know why. They're so beautiful. I went and did it. I went and bought two. I'm going to blame Rita Pacheco, really. Yeah, girl, you made me do it. You sent pictures of your Hobie mystery bag, lucky bags. Yep, you made me buy two of them. It's your fault. You guys have a problem. Really, Liz? You was the one that was on the internet for several days buying all kinds. Mm-hmm. Cooking videos. Okay, Zach, it's okay. I can talk to myself. Had to take meds and saw IBB was on. D, what shawl? I finished all my meds at 9:30 tonight. The virus post shawl. Yep, I saw that one. Who's Alex? I'm trying to figure out who's Alex. Bod's duster, yeah. Oh. The cat. How rude? Seriously, Liz. Seriously. Are you calling me a hoe and saying I'm rude too? Timmy, are you a dancer? Yeah, we dance a lot in our chairs, Dee. I think we'll be some professional, how? Hooker dancers, in the chair, how we dance around. How rude. I knew what you meant. Hooker dancers, I love it. Yeah, every time I see one of those red dancing ladies, I'm going to start calling you guys hooker dancers. But I need a new. Too funny hooker dancers. Ask Liz, IDP. I can't wait for my Hobie yarn to come. I think they said on the 23rd. Does anyone else buy the yarn, have no idea what you're going to make with it, or you actually have an idea what you're going to make with it, but when it gets here, you done forgot? Dancers at powwows. Oh, cool. 23rd is, yes, I saw that. You got your watch hours and your members, what, in 2 months, 3 months? That's awesome. Here I've been out here a year and I can't even get to 500. I'm a sun dancer, Timmy. Port Alexander. Really, Dee? My birthday is on the 25th. Rita, I blame you for it. I didn't order just one. I had to get two. I'm going to have to take out a small loan with you. Is that possible? Liz, quit telling on me. I'll tell myself. I'll tell on myself. Just hush. Hey, Regina. How are you tonight? 11 weeks. I know you did it. You did awesome. Actually, I saw Kim's, the one she got, and then I seen Rita's, and it's like, all right. I keep looking at it. Take it out of the cart, put it back in the cart, put it. Ah, and finally, I just asked my husband, I want it, I want it. He said, okay, go get it. And I was like, okay. Hello, Lisa. I know. I'm horrible. When I go and buy yarn like this cotton fair, I don't just buy, well, I buy 1,000 yards of each one. So if it's 2 or 3 or 4, whatever. But then I have to get one of every color. I can't come home and think, oh, I wish I had got that green. Just go ahead and get it. Sweetie, that's how you roll. Don't order the acrylic. No, I did not order the acrylic one. Is it not any good? How could it not be any good with the other one being so good? Liz, don't you blame me, girl. I need to find that site that it was somewhere in, I want to say in China. I'm not for sure. It had two of them, and it was for like $8 a piece. The same stuff, but now I can't find it anymore. First birthday I'm celebrating without my twin brother. Aw, I'm sorry, Timmy. I can't imagine. Well, I guess I can. I just, mm, all bulky yarn, dark colors. I'm not a dark color person either. I like popping colors. 31. Yeah, death anniversaries. I get very quiet in August all the way till January. I had my friend die in my Mustang. Her and my car never came home. Then my son died in November, and then my mother died in December. So from August till January, I'm not. I get very, very quiet. Rita, no, you did not. You need to stop it. Yeah, those death anniversaries or whatever you want to call them, they're just not fun. And I try to stay busy, but it's busy staying away from folks is what I do around that time. I don't mean to hurt anybody when I stay away. I just do. Tell her, Liz. Bad girl. She's an influencer, a yarny hooker influencer. You're very welcome, Timmy. I will never tell anybody that you will get over it. I will never tell anybody that take all the time in the world. Just, it's for you in your mind. It's not for anybody else. Yes, Rita, you're a bad girl. Bad, 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 bad girl. Yes, Timmy, it's the worst. I had someone tell me that I was not the only person in the world that has lost a child. And I'm telling you, it was only like 3 months after I had lost my son. My eyes, they're naturally dark, but when they go black, you need to get away from me. Get away from me. I will hurt you. I went running up to this woman. I wanted to choke the bejesus out of her. I really did. And I stopped. That she's not, obviously she's not lost anybody important, I'm saying, or loved enough to grieve, and grieve as long as you need to. I don't care what anybody says. You don't listen to anybody. You're right, Grammy. I wanted to choke the I don't even know what the words to say, choke her to death, but you can't tell somebody to get over it. I've had mothers that's lost children tell me, you will never get over it. And you don't. You just learn how to deal with it in a different way. Every day, I either smell something, I am reminded by a song, go past his bedroom and just, you see a reflection or a memory just pops in your head. I would never say it gets easier. I would never say that. Nope. Yep. I still have my mother voice on my phone where she says, "Hey, babe." That's what she always called me, "Hey, babe." I still have it. 2001. It was, no, wait, 96, 2006. My husband worked at the post office. He's retired from the post office. And at the post office, for every year you're married to your spouse, you get a percentage. If you make 10 years, you only get a percentage, like 10% of his retirement or whatever. So at the end of 10 years, I kept telling him, our anniversary's coming up. Our anniversary's coming up. You only got 30 days to divorce me so I don't get half of your money. I was at work one day and he had done called my boss and asked my boss to send me outside. He had something to talk to me about. So I went outside and I thoroughly expected now he won't do stuff like this. I would. I thoroughly expected him to print off some divorce papers and like have me sign them because I had been saying that all for 30 days. I walk outside and there's this brand new Mustang outside the door and it had a big old bow wrapped around it and everything. And I was like, no way. Yeah, as a joke, it's embarrassing for me, but now I can't delete it. Oh, there's my twin telling me I'm no longer a twin. Yeah, you always have something. Um, I knew a set of twins, and man, they talked alike, they thought alike, they finished each other's conversations, they acted alike. And I can't imagine when one of them's gone how you always feel something's missing. Oh, a 68. This one was it had the pony package in it. It was like a race Mustang. And I have no idea. No one ever driven my car. And one day she just needed to go down the road. I mean, literally down the road, just a little bit down the road. She didn't know how to drive I mean, you put your foot on the pedal and you're already speeding. It got away from her, and yeah, yeah, Regina. I always told my husband, I hope I go first. And he always tells me, then you want me to sit here and suffer. It's like, I'm surprised you're not saying, yay, the girl's gone. Now I can pull out this one hair I got. Oh, sweet honey. My son's listening. No. Gonna listen, leave it play. Hugs and loves to y'all. Good night, Grammy. Thank you. Sweet dreams, sweet pea. You wish you had your mother's voice, a recording. Rita, what are you laughing at? Pulling my husband's one hair out. Yeah, you said you tried my trick the other day. I think that's why my husband goes shopping, so I won't embarrass him anymore. I think you look your brother too, Zach. I know he's got several. He always teases me when he gets out of the shower because he could take a towel and dry his hair like that, but he'll come in here and say, "Touch my hair. Is it still wet?" I start laughing at him like, "It's so short." He just looked at me and pushed me with a smile. Rude. You didn't blame me for that, did you? I know whenever my friend passed away in my car, I completely lost it. I was shaking all the time and never took any medicine at that time. And finally, I went to the doctor and they told me I had PTSD because, I mean, I walked right up on my car and she was in the car. It was an awful sight. And I couldn't work. I mean, I'd go to work, but I was in tears 24/7 and I was just shaking all the time. And I had asked for something to calm these nerves down because I was like, and I was doing beaded jewelry at the time. And it took me forever because I'd take a needle and try to do jewelry, but I couldn't get the bead on the needle. It just wouldn't work. So I decided, well, let me check and see what I can do. And he put me on a pill. Yes, it was a bad wreck. He gave, but I don't like to stay long. But don't give me no pills. Hey, Lady Bird, how are you? And um, I forgot where I was going with this. Oh, And he suggested that I go and see a therapist because, you know, everybody says it's not your fault. Well, if I hadn't gave her my keys, would she be alive today? Probably, yes. So I went to the therapist, and I think the first 2 times everything was fine. The third time I went, she started drifting off into something in my past, as you as a child, caused you to do this, caused you to give her your keys. And I was like, lady, don't even start with that. And and I told her that if she mentioned that again, that something as my mother done to me or my father done to me, I would pick up my purse and I will walk out of here and I won't be back. Well, the very next time she decided to bring it again. I know you don't want to talk about this, but there's something in your past made you do this. And it's like, grabbed my purse, swung open the door and walked out and said, that woman's crazy. Here, I thought I was. That woman's crazy. Y'all meds are kicking in. Okay, Timmy. Sweet dreams, baby. Bird, what are you up to? Oh, it's very fun tonight. I thought my daughter. Oh no, Susan. I'm today to recover from yesterday. Just shifted my butt out of bed, but I am knackered. You are my background voice right now while I chomp down me. Live in California. You know, I was born in San Diego, California. I would just like to go see where I was born at and then leave. I don't want to stay. And know that place. Naval Hospital. Ladybird, did you have surgery? Because I saw today when watching your live, you had this side, I think, like a patch. Love your blue nails. Oh, I got to get that off of there. They're like 2 weeks old. I got to get it off of there. I tried going to a shrink once, and all he did was talk about his ex and said I had anger management issues. Go to group therapy. I never went back. I was depressed. Oh, yeah, I have them in there. I don't use them. I don't even see how they even work. Some stuff is like, I think they just give it to you because they're getting a kickback out of it. That's all it is. Mine was for my, I have a ruptured disc and a um, bulging disc in L1 and L4. So they gave me those patches to put down, down by it's right above the tailbone. It never worked. I know, Liz, they don't work. When it's got, well, like 1%, costs more to our health. I don't really like taking pills, but you know, when you're down because of your back, I didn't have a problem taking half of a OxyContin. That was before Michael Jackson died, and who was the other one? Tina Turner, was it? Before they died with the overdose of them and stuff. And I understand how people can get addicted to something. If the doctor's not saying, look, you only get 30 pills this month, that's it. If they're not saying that to you and prescribing more than 30, well, I think those doctors need to go somewhere. 2 prolapse disc and a crumbled vertebrae, which is pinching my sciatica. Oh, yes, that's fine. But the patch only works with pills that go with it. Oh, you can't even get OxyContin anymore. Tina isn't a druggie. Wasn't it Tina? Didn't she die of an overdose too? Yes, I do not like taking pills. I have to be dying to. Oh, that's I. That's me. Okay, who was the one that died after Michael Jackson then? Um, I'm drawing a blank. Whit was it Whitney? Yes, Whitney. I'm sorry, Tina. I didn't mean to say that. My bad. Yes, Lori, that's right. Hey, Lori. That's sad. I'm telling you. I know when I had my OxyContin pills, people would pay a high dollar for them. I had one guy said he'd give me $26 for one pill, and I was like, why would I give you my pill if it's going to help me? That $26 ain't going to help me. Then I realized you better lock that stuff up because they can knock you out to get your pills if they're, a pill popper. Like I said, I don't even like taking pills, but I consider myself a pill popper now. I got sick 3 years ago, and they put me on some meds, and those taking zero meds 3 years ago to up to 14 a day now. It's like, man, they just keep wanting to keep piling on and piling on. And the last time I went to my doctor, I told my doctor, it's like, I don't want to tell you the truth because you're going to say, I got a pill for that, knowing I don't like pills. Yeah. Well, it's just me and my husband. If he takes the pills, he takes pills. I only have vitamins. I know they put me on one. Um, Liz, what was that one? It's 50,000 units. It's a strong one, 50,000. But you do have a little burst of energy when you take it, but it doesn't last long. You only take it once a week. I don't have any medical currently. I would, I do take these meds because I almost, I literally thought I was dying when I went. I had to swallow a pill cam because I have a pain right here in the center, right here. And I kept going I was at the ER on a Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night. No, it was Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday night. Set 12 to 14 hours in the room, crying my eyes out. And all the 2 times they had sent me home with, they give you a nice dose of medicine to send you home and you'll be great. See your doctor come Monday morning. 4 hours later, I was back in there. Spend another 12 hours sitting there in the chair, and I would just rock back and forth with tears just coming out of my eyes, and no sympathy or empathy from anybody around me. They're all sick too. And had one doctor said, you know, we're just not going to give you a cocktail of pills or shots just for you to come back tomorrow and want some more. I'm not. Somebody snaps at me, I snap right back. I'm awful. I know that. Don't snap at me. I don't like anybody holler, screamer at me. I won't holler and scream at you. Don't do it to me. I told that lady I didn't need none of your shots. Find out what's wrong with me. Tell me what this is. This has been a week now and I'm in so much pain. Finally, she just said, the doctor said, give you all these meds. You will feel fine tonight. Well, she gave me, I don't know, probably 10 shots. And about 4 hours later, I was in there for 3 nights in a row. And if it wasn't for one doctor that said, I crawled on top of you the other day. Are you the one? She thought it was appendicitis. I said, oh, appendicitis is over here. I'm hurting right here. She said, I thoroughly thought that you was going to punch me in the face. Because if it was appendicitis, if when I crawled up on top of you like that, you would have been trying to get me off of you, and you did not punch me. She said, you're back in here again. We need to take a look at this. Well, another doctor, I don't know, over her, come in and said, you need medical treatment, but you don't need to be in the hospital because if you come in here, you're not leaving. So I'm calling your doctor right now, emergency phone call, and you will be seen by her tomorrow morning, which would have been Monday morning. She did call and say, get your butt in here. I didn't realize when you swallowed the pill cam Friday that you was in this bad of a shape. If I had known, we would have done something different. But a pill cam usually goes through your system within 6 hours. Mine stayed in my stomach, literally my stomach, not my abdomen, not the intestines, in the stomach area for 6 days. Didn't move. And it's only good for 4 hours. It takes 55,000 pictures in a 4 hour period. And all it done was took a picture, tick, 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 of the side of my stomach. That was it. There was nothing on there. And that pill was that big. Good night, Dee. You're lagging a little behind a little bit, Dee. When I finally get medical insurance again, I'm going to have surgery again to fix a hiatal hernia. I had it fixed in 2011, 8 hour surgery to pull my stomach back to fix my, yes. Hello, Sandrine. How are you, sweet pea? So are they going to? Yeah. Let me tell you something. I have been through, I cannot tell you, since I was 12 years old, endoscopies and colonoscopies. I can't tell you how many I've had. About every other year, I end up in the ER where that pain right there doesn't, it flares up and you're in severe pain. Yeah, they found out what it was. A little note, you guys. An endoscope only goes down to the top of your small intestines. A colonoscopy only goes to the bottom part of your small intestines. There is nothing out there that shows your small intestines through the bottom and the top of your intestines. There's nothing unless you do the contrast liquid that you drink. And I had so many colonoscopies and endoscopies that it was unbelievable. I will never, 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 ever, ever do another colonoscopy or an endoscope because they found out it's Crohn's disease and it's in the small intestines. And I don't know if y'all know what Crohn's disease is, but um, it's not a very good disease to have. I like that blue shirt dress. Blue shirt dress? So if anybody's got Crohn's disease, I'm telling you, I feel for you because I know the pain that I go through. Oh, on my mannequin. Oh. You see that? It's got little front post, back post, sleeves. No, I ain't did my ends yet. Thank you, Sandrine. It's something you could wear on the beach. It'll cover up like a dress on the beach. I'll have to be it's pretty simple. I know I should not say that to folks, because I think everything is simple when it comes to crochet. So this part up here is nothing but 2 double crochets together. That's all it is. But it's kind of like the V-stitch inverted, where you do a double crochet, chain 1, double crochet. Well, this is where you put 2 crochets together, chain 1, and then put 2 together. It's upside down. It's reversed. This down here is part of the Gen Ivy top. It's the exact same pattern from here. From here, it's the exact same pattern all the way down. I just did, instead of increasing and keep increasing, I went the 1, 2, 3, divided up, and then it's 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and then I went to 3. And I think I'm going to make it a little longer because I have another ball of this to use it up. So I think I'm going to make it a little longer because my husband and I's anniversary is the 31st, and I think we're going to go to the beach, and we'll try to get out and, be social. I've been in the house for 3 years. What yarn did you use, Ivy? I used the Sugar Wheel cotton. In Bluebell, I believe. I think it's Bluebell. I got so many projects on here. Here's the skirt I did. No, my end ain't tucked in. That's the same pattern as the top. Thank you, Rita. Our anniversary is the 30th of this month, or 30 years. I got 26 with this one. I'm surprised he kept me for 26 years. Yeah, it's called Bluebell Hillside. Yep. I got so many projects laying up here. So many. Like this one here. And here's, I had some leftovers, so I was just testing stitches. This is the what I would call the inverted, but I think they call it a double crochet cluster, but it's different. So if you can see, it's two together. Well, it would go this way. This way I did it. It looks like a zigzag. I don't know if you can really see it, but it's two together. And I've not showed this one yet. This is, do you know, going to try to sleep. Good night, Ivy, and everyone in the chat. All right, Liz, good night. The Wattle Stitch. Do you know, does anyone know the Wattle Stitch? And here's the Wattle Stitch. That's a top. This one actually fits me. I did do it for myself. It's a raglan style. You start at the top, work around. And that I used the Carolyn funnel cakes. Yep. Sweet dreams. Liskins. Thank you, Zach. Oh, I have to crochet. I do. I know my wrist has been killing me. And I will put it down for a little bit, but then it's like, no, I can't. I know how you feel, Sandrine, when your wrist was hurting you. I have to be doing something. Oh, I did. This is another one I'm working on. Now, this one was just, there's no pattern. I was just creating, that is. Yes. Oh, your wrist is killing you too? This one I'm using the Yarn Bee Rainbow Rhapsody. This one. And that's the colorway in there. And this was just a raglan style top. I couldn't wait to get to the blue because I'm so sick of this green. Ugh, green. So I couldn't wait to get to it. And now when I got to it, my wrist was hurting. Yeah, you could probably say that your wrist was hurting working with this small thread, but that's it. That's another project. I got too many of them. The yellow one is too cute. I love it. The Be Bright one, I'm taking that one out because everything was fine until I put that last those last things on it. BBBILLO. I don't know, bird. I have my brace, but I don't even know what I've done with it. I have the one that's got the metal rod in it. I think I took it off because we was watching TV. I sleep in that one. Blue. I like blue. Now this one, this is that stitch that I was talking about. You probably can see it a lot better there because it's stacked on top of each other. Let me go back a little bit. Whoops, whoops, whoops. There you go. I believe it's called the cluster stitch. It's backwards. It's not the same. I can't wait to see it. I thought about starting another one since I went and got. I was thinking I had that color. Make one with that color. Maybe, I don't know. Don't know. Got this color too. I don't know if I like this color either. Not sure that color. Hello, Joy. I hear you. I hear you. Too many projects down to 3. Knitting and looming. My husband bought me the loom thing, and I couldn't grasp onto that. And knitting, I can't knit. I've tried it so many times. That color hurt my eyes. Which color was that? This last one? Yeah. There really isn't anything to it. It's a light pink. I don't know if it's a light pink or... Yeah, I gotta get my glasses on to see. $1.25 glasses. Yeah, it's a... I don't even know where they get colors like that. The name of it is Peaches and Keen. I see the peach color. It's white and then peach. And then a white and blue, I think. And then yellow. I don't think I'd like that color very well. I just don't think that would be for me. Don't know. But I do like them. Still working on my... Now, this is the Petra, DMC Petra. And that is the In a Which Way Filet in a number 5. It's so light. Thought I was going to turn it into a top. I don't know. I find something else I want to do and I take off running. And then there's another project. Stick my hook down in there and... Yep. My meds are kicking in, so I'm going to call it a night. Good night, IUV, and everyone. Thank you, Regina, for stopping in. Hope you get some rest. Finish the dress for my niece. Look, Rita, every time I go, I don't care. I have probably the same color over and over and over. I don't really have to wear glasses. I have astigmatism in both eyes. So these are a 1.25. Nothing. They're nothing. I don't have to wear them, but because of the astigmatism, I have to move my head around, and this keeps me from doing it. But I bet you I probably got about 50 pairs of glasses up here. Every time I go and I see a 1.25, I grab them, buy them because they're only $1.25. I've got them everywhere. Is that what you call a hoarder of glasses now? Good night, Regina. Good evening, ladies. The first one is super pretty. Because those work when I'm on the computer. You know, I think I pull them down like when you're in a corner stitch. You know, I always try to get 2 strands in the corner stitch. So I might pull my glasses down to make sure I got 2 stitches. Otherwise, they're good to keep your hair behind your ears. Tuesday, I went to the eye doctor, so I'm getting some fancy glasses. Mine, so they said I had bad eyes when I was in like the 5th grade, and my mother got me some white cat eye with rhinestone glasses. And I went to school and I shoved them down the bleacher, and I told my mom and dad that I took my glasses off, and I don't know what I did with them. They told me they would never buy me another pair of glasses again because I was irresponsible and you don't deserve them. So I didn't wear glasses all the way up until I got my first job, and then I went and got my eyes checked, and then it was wireframes then. For reading. I don't read. Zach, you got to eat more beets. That's not true. Shoot, can't see with my glasses. IBA. Me a bad girl? No. Not me. If I don't wear mine, everything is blurry for the most part. Yeah. I went, you know, when the LASIK surgery came out, everybody was flocking. What was it, $1,000 per eye? Everybody was going to it, and I wore contacts at the time because I didn't want to wear glasses, so I wore contacts. And you actually like beets, Zach? Not me. Beet jelly. I won't eat beets, but I'll eat beet jelly. I will do that. I went in and had them tested, and the guy looked at me and he was like, "Are you nuts?" And I was like, "Yeah, but why?" I said, "Your eyes are like nearly nothing, and you're going to take a chance to correct a small stigmatism to possibly go blind. These are done on people that are actually blind, that if the surgery didn't go well, they really didn't lose anything because they didn't have much of an eyesight to begin with. You have your eyesight. What are you? It's like, well, the commercials was, are you tired of putting contacts in? Are you tired of putting your glasses on? Where are your glasses? Top of your head, in your shirt, in your purse, whatever. I said, I just got tired of putting my contacts in. So I came in and had this done. It's like, they talked me out of it. No, I didn't do it. You won't eat avocados? I like avocados. Hominy and beets are the two things that, no, not going to eat them. I mean, you got to have avocados on like a taco salad, or I like avocado dip. I don't know what hominy is. Um, it's puffed corn. I always say grits is hominy. I've heard people that have gotten the LASIK surgery say that you're right. My mother had it done in both her eyes. My one sister had it done in both hers, and my brother had it done in both hers. And they've had to go back and have it refixed again. Same here, and throw grits in with it. I'm not a grits person. I don't like grits. Quit. I worked at a restaurant in Sanford, Florida, the very first time I ever ate grits, and it was cheese grits. I didn't think the cheese grits was bad now, but you're talking a girl that came from the north where grits almost look like cream of wheat. So I put sugar in mine, and they were all like, what in the world? I just got my new glasses. The next day I went to work, dropped them on the road, scratched them all up, and asked me how in the heck would, oh, easy. Yeah, I I can remember waitressing and saying, when somebody asked me for grits, oh no, we serve that to our cows up north. I didn't know what they was like. I might have told this story one time in my waitressing days. Um, my job was to make the blue cheese dressing, and I'd never seen blue cheese. So I went in the refrigerator, the walk-in cooler, and there was um, this cheese that was molded. It had green stuff on it. It looked molded. So I threw it in the trash can because it was green. It was molded. It ain't no good. And let my boss know that that cheese that you want me, or the blue cheese dressing that you want me to make, the cheese was molded in it. So I threw it away. And he's like, oh my God, girl, go get it now. It's like, no, I ain't making that. That's molded. I ain't serving that stuff to anybody. And then they would say, they look, when somebody ordered a with blue cheese dressing, it's like, you know it's molded, right? You don't want that. I had a salad the other day and it had blue cheese on it. It's like, oh my God. Oh, I don't need that. It's awful. I don't like no blue cheese. No. It was a big block, like a big old block. I'm a ranch girl. I like a bunch of ranch. Avocados. I think if you did it in a salad, I think you'd like it. Zach. Or my husband doesn't like avocado. No. I've tried the raspberry vinaigrette. But with tummy issues, I try to watch what I eat. And I don't eat that much to begin with. Finish your top. I just need to block it and take pictures. Oh, Joy. Yes. I want to see. I want to see. Liz never did send me pictures of hers. I got a list of people that got the pattern. I had 80, or both Jen and I had 89 people that got the pattern. That's quite a bit of people wanted it. We had pizza tonight. Of course, Friday night pizza. Everybody fall asleep on me. We had pizza too. Uh, Rita, I have a PayPal. Still working on the top. Yeah, I have PayPal. um, I must have opened up a PayPal back way, I think it was like 2013, done a PayPal. Don't remember it. So I just cleared it up the other day because I had two PayPals and I couldn't figure out, why do you have two? How did you have two? But I finally got it right. I don't think I'd charge anybody because Jen and I, it's both Jen and I's top. If somebody puts it in my account and then I got to take it out and give her, and then I got to pay the taxes on the money that was put in my account. So I haven't charged anybody for it. Now, I won't turn away a donation so I can buy more yarn. I don't need no more yarn. No more yarn. I keep saying I'm not going to buy it. I'm not going to buy it. Not going to buy it. Starting a new color, or should I say repeat of round 12 on my blanket again? 6 different colors. Is that overfoot? Oh, I know, Sandrine. That's just a word to me. I said I wasn't going to buy no more yarn until the next sale. You're very welcome, Rita. I got so much yarn that it's ridiculous. I keep saying no more yarn. But then when people like Rita show her nice yarn from Hobie, she's such an enabler. And Kim Crochet and Knits, she showed hers. She's an enabler too. I'm not buying any more until Fiber Festival. Who? Little old me. Yes, little OLE. You, Rita. You did it. And I had my mind out what I was going to make with it based on your colors that I saw with yours. Oh, if I get this, I know what I'm going to make. But if I get the colors that Kim has, I know what I'm going to make. But I probably know me. It'll set in a bag and I won't take it out and you know, use it for anything until I find that right project. Because I've done that with ice yarn. I bought 2 skeins from Wanda. And when I got it, I didn't want to use it because I'll never get any more ice yarn. Never. Well, see, my husband, if I just say I want, he goes and gets it for me. And it's like, I told him the other day, you can tell me you don't need it. It's okay. I don't have a problem with you saying that. And it's like, no, if you want it, I'll go get it. And it's like, I don't really want it, but I don't really need, but I want it. And he goes and gets it. He's such a sweetheart. Sweet tart. That's what I call him. I told him that I wanted to live at a yarn store. I would be happy living at a yarn store. He said, you already do. Wow, I've been on an hour and a half. Wow. And I've not even tired yet. Mm. I don't think so. I don't think my husband. I asked him the other day if it's my kids. Yes, they will donate it and give it away for sure. My husband, he told me, he said, I'm the one that bought all that. So no, I'm not going to just donate it. He'll probably call you guys up and say, you know, here, she wanted you to have this. Yes. If I had this husband before the first two, there wouldn't have been any other two. But I'm, you know, grateful for the learning experience between the first two, so I knew what I wanted on the third time. And like I said, we're coming up on 26 years. Yeah. I don't think I'm gonna, I'm not gonna do giveaways. I think that my brain thinks totally different than a lot of them. I appreciate anybody that wants to, you know, send you gifts and stuff, but I don't want to do that. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Lori, I'll be 60. Hmm. I'll be 60 in February. I have a daughter in law that wanted to learn to crochet. I got her, I gave her a bunch of my yarn, a bunch of my hooks, and it's still sitting in a box at her house. 20 years in December. I will be 59 in 2 weeks. Well, happy early birthday. What year did your birthday bother you? I'm going to say how close, the ones that are like 50, in their 50s right now, what year birthday did it bother you? Mine was 50 years old. That's when it bothered me at 50. 30. I don't know why 50 did. It was just, it's half of 100. Now you're going downhill. I always said, like, I know Sandrine, I could be your mama. 30, then 40, then 50, then 56. My 30th bothered me. My peak plummeted, and all I had gotten even half of what I wanted to achieve done. I never celebrated a birthday. I always thought birthdays are just, it's another day. Another 24 hours went by. But when that 50 came, it got me. It's like, it's half of 100. And then when you retire, I know everybody said when you retire, I could probably be my mom too. Everybody said when you retire, how happy you're gonna be and everything. No, you're not. You start looking at things totally different. You're not working no more. Used to, you can spend money, go to work, and make more money to replace the money that you spent. Well, when you retire, you have money already saved up that's going to be for the rest of your life because you're not going back to work. I don't even know if I could go back to work at 60. I just don't know. Hey, Chris, how are you? I can't be. My mom causes my mom is 69. 61. My brother will turn 59 in September. The only thing I like about retirement is I can go to bed when I want to. I can get up when I want to. I can sleep as long as I want to. I can do anything I want to. I want to get a pet, but my husband says no. Hey, Chris. When is middle age? I think 50 is middle age. You can't be my mom because she's 69. I know. But I'm old enough to be your mother, is what I'm saying. How you doing tonight, Chris? Ivy doesn't look her age. I would have guessed 40s. Well, thank you, Zach. And I can't say, because I owned a bar and I owned a liquor store. So I did drink in the bar, but I didn't drink from my liquor store. That's funny, isn't it? So, and I smoked. So it can't be I was doing something right because I was doing everything wrong. Middle age is when you take out your neighbor with a, I ain't sure what that word is. Pretty good. If that is the case, I am old enough to be my husband's mother. Good night, Sandrine. Sleep well, sweetie. How about 65? I don't consider myself old. I can remember bartending that some of the seniors, like the males that would come in and sit in the same spot, tell the same story that I've heard for the last 20 years, drinking the same drink. I heard it all. I could tease them about, um, yeah, um, the nursing home is calling you to come back home. You got to go back now. You got to go home and you got to go to bed at 8 o'clock. Because I'd get tired of listening to the same old story over and over every single day. I did enjoy bartending. I did enjoy that. I didn't like owning the bar because um, you have so many friends when you own a bar, and not one of them, maybe a handful, say that. If you needed anything, they would help you out. But you have so many friends when you own a bar. Hey, Ivy, can I get a drink on you? It drove me nuts. You don't pay full price. Why should I pay full price? You can just pay for my tab, or can I run a tab? No. Or if you was the bartender for the night, they feel like they don't have to tip you because you own a bar. Why should they tip you? Because I'd have to get right in their face. Say, I sat here for 4 hours listening to you tell the same story that I've heard for the last 20 years. That's why you should tip me. But, I wouldn't trade any one of them that came in there every single day. The same seat, tell the same story, the same old drink. I wouldn't trade any one of them because one day, if they're not sitting there, you miss them like crazy. You want to hear that story. How rude they have to tip you. Oh, you're going to tip me. I had a sign, free drinks tomorrow. It was, I enjoyed it. I mean, if you, I remember I got fired from Conestoga Steakhouse because I did the worst thing ever possible was to use my brain and think. And the boss came in and said, "Do I pay you to think or do I pay you to wait tables?" And I told him that I don't think, I do things on my own. I don't really have anybody tell me what to do because I already know what to do. And he fired me. So I went home with my tail tucked between my leg about how do you get fired for thinking? I mean, insubordination, yes, your hair's not bright, your shirt's not pressed right, or I can being late, calling in sick. I can see all that, but not for thinking. No. And my friend's dad was a manager at a bar, so he come over and said, "I hear you got fired." And it's like, yeah, I don't, that don't look good on a resume. And hello, Bonnie. And I explained to him what it was, and he was like, "Okay, do you want to work?" And it's like, "At a bar? No, I don't know what to do at a bar." And he's like, "You never bartended before?" And I said, "If it don't come in a can or a bottle, I don't know what it is." And he said, "Good, you're my kind of girl. Let's go." So he took me over there, and when we walked in the door, he looked at everybody and said, "This is my daughter. Don't touch her. Be nice to her." And they were always nice to me. You got to be in control in a bar. It's not just like watching. It's like watching little kids at a bar, but you got to have your head on a swivel. I could spot someone coming in the bar. Watch it. That guy's gonna cause me trouble before the night's over with. Sure enough. Yep. Yeah, Bonnie. I don't usually go to bed until 3 or 4 in the morning. Oh, he started getting rid of all the girls, and I think it was just a way to get rid of the women working there and hire young boys. I mean, they had to be 21 because they served alcohol there, so they was a bare 21. Yes. And just imagine when you own the bar where your head's got to be. It's I not only owned it, I worked 8 hours there. Then I went to my package store and I would work 10 hours there. So it was getting very little sleep between the two jobs, and then doing the liquor orders and stuff like that. Yeah, you're always got to be. I miss it, but then again, I don't. Not these times. Not in this day and age right now. No, because I don't think that we had three kids. And I'm saying they was probably 16, 17, 18, somewhere in that age. Came in with a hoodie on. They had the drawstring around their face, and all you could see was something like this. And of course, I had cameras. And I'm sitting here at the house and watching my employee. at work. When I seen them come in, I was like, uh-oh, we're going to have some problems here. Well, my employee at the package store was enough to say, you guys don't need to be out doing this. You're going to get yourself hurt. First of all, I don't think you have a gun in your, what's that little pocket thing in their hoodie thing? They had their hand in there like it was a gun. And he said, I don't think you guys got a gun. He said, I don't really want to beat either one of y'all's butt. And that wasn't the word he said, but I don't want to beat any one of y'all's butt. But you need to get your butt right on out of here and carry on. So he calls me and said, did you just see that? And I said, yeah. I took pictures, went on Facebook, and let Facebook know that any one of these three is your kid, you need to get a hold of them tonight and get them home, because playing like you got a gun in a situation like a package store, a gas station, any attendant, may end up in the morgue by morning time. You would not believe the flack that I got from posting their pictures, which, like I said, all you saw was this. You didn't see who they was, but you could tell. I think you should be able to tell by your kid's clothing if that's your son or whatever. Man, they came down hard on me, told me they wasn't gonna, participate in my store, patronize there, which I was more worried about the kids getting shot and killed for acting like you got a. That is just stupid, stupid. So I took the pictures down and said, it's in your hands, Lord. Watch over them for me. It's just crazy. Yeah, Bonnie, that's what I said. When I owned my store, my liquor store and the bar, I had more friends than I could do. They thought because you own the bar, you would give them free drinks, you can run a tab. I've been, and you find out you don't have friends, you got acquaintances. That's what you got. What was some of the telltale signs? Um, you know, it's when you see so many people, and like I said, I bartended for 24 years, that it's just the arrogance when they walk in, how they give you that slant eye, like, who are you? Or if you don't even know me, you don't say, hey, you, give me a drink. Nope, we don't give anything around here. And hey, my name's Ivy, what's yours? You know, you should be very nice. Cell phones and evidence back then. I was always the jokester. I was the one that, like, put a fake $50 bill. I taped it down to the men's bathroom floor when they walked in. You can see them when they open up the door and they see this $50 bill laying there that's under tape. And they're standing there with the door open. They're trying to pull this $50 up. Or we live in Alabama, where Alabama is the champs, national champs. Sandrine agree with me. And there's Auburn here too, but they're like beneath Alabama here. So I would always put a sticker, let the water run down out of the stool, and put the Auburn sticker on there in the stool so everybody'd piss on them. I was so fun. It was fun. I loved it. Put the Florida Gators one in there one time. Yes, Lori, they were leeches. We got robbed several times. And it was these young kids. And every time we called the law, look, it wasn't when you three 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 kids, and now these are tall kids that came in there. I can show you videos how they cased the place out. They was sitting at across the street with a pair of binoculars. And if you went into the walk-in cooler to restock something, they already know you're not in the front part of the room. You're behind in the cooler. And they would come in and it would be a wham bam. It would be so fast because they're sitting across the street with binoculars watching you. I ran after them once, got all the way across the street, and then I realized you're going back behind the building. I didn't put up with it. I know, yes, your money is replaceable, the cash register is replaceable, that bottle of liquor is replaceable. I understand my life is not. But I don't think you should get by with it. I mean, your mama would beat your butt if you stole from her. Well, why are you stealing from me? I should have the right to beat your butt. Once with a gun. I had a gun right beside the register. Nobody saw it. I mean, it was there. You put your hands on it. Don't even aim. Just fire it. I don't think I could work nowadays because they're allowing this stuff to go on. My sister-in-law works at Sam's. They walk right in there, pick up them big screen TVs, and walk right on out the door. You're not allowed to stop them. You're not allowed to do anything. They know it's not 900 and it's not $1 over $1,000 because they are not going to get in trouble for it. What's the best story you've got from a troublemaker at the bar? I had this one guy. Just because you're big doesn't mean you're big and bad. He was big, thought he was bad, but he wasn't but a teddy bear. He was just a sweet teddy bear. He got so drunk that I called a cab for him. I paid for gave my information that you get the money from me. And he walked outside and fell over the car stop, cracked his head wide open. I'm out there with towels, sticking it on the back of his head and pushing down. And it bothered me because, you know, he just stumbled. That's all it was. Do you guys know the pit bulls and parolees lady? God, I can't think of her name now. Pit bulls and parolees. It's on Discovery Channel. She was in my bar. Her and her entire crew. We had a party for them. What was her name? It starts with a T, doesn't it? Teresa. It's a I when the first time I saw her, I thought, oh, she's going to be uh, hardcore, something I'm not really used to. She was really polite, and she has a heart of gold. And what she does is the parolees get a second chance at life, so they stay out there. Well, they adopt it the same way they do with the pit bulls too. When they rescue a pit bull, they get second chance of life too. So the people that come out of prison have a responsibility of taking care of this one dog, two dogs, or whatever, and train them to be good again or trust again, stuff like that. Yeah. She had tattoos all over her. It's like, you don't see that much on TV, but she had tattoos everywhere. And all her crew had tattoos everywhere. He got caught the night they put him on the phone. I can't remember her name now. That was many years ago. I'd have to hunt down all the pictures. And who was the motorcycle place? It's on my Facebook. Who he was? Um, yeah. Also in a motorcycle club. We have, Lord, I don't even remember their names now. We got two around here. OC Choppers. No, not OC Choppers. Where they go, all the bikers go in, what is it? Right before racing starts. Oh, golly jeez, what is his name? It's on TV. Sturgis, yes. The hang on, I'll tell you who that boy is. I met him. He likes to pull hair. Let me see. Pictures. Where's my pictures? Hmm. Man, they changed everything around in here. Okay. I always forget his name every time. I used to watch Sturgis all the time. Um, anyway, he come to Montgomery because him and I'm drawing a blank on these two people, had their own liquor, and he was wondering if we had sold it in my liquor store. And I was like, I've not even heard of it. Well, he approached the city council and asked them, why is the liquor not at the liquor stores? And they said, because it's in a warehouse. They was not going to sell their stuff in a warehouse. They wasn't going to sell it. Mike. His name's Mike. Is coming to me. Hang on. You guys probably know it. Will probably remember it faster than I do. I want to say it's my Toys for Tots was fun. Yes. Poker runs. Yes. The poker runs also. I always did I was a liquor store, so I did a liquor basket and donated to the runs. And then in the bar, they got a big old bar tab there. Because you figure about 150 bikers rolling up in your parking lot. Everybody's going to look like, what's going on in there? And then they pull in. And I met, I keep drawing blanks on this stuff. What's the 50 cent guy? Is that it? The effing vodka? I want to say it's 50 Cent. He signed it, and I got a picture with him. He's like, that don't look like a signature, but he signed it right there in front of me. Did you sell? Everclear? Yes, I did, Chris. That stuff. Yeah. How does anybody drink that? I swear. That's the only thing I miss about the liquor store, or even the bar business, is when you have license, like here in the state of Alabama, if you have license, the state, because okay, Alabama has ABC stores. They actually, but you're a private entity and you can sell it and set your own hours, but they can only sell it from 7 if they open up at 7 or 8 till 7 at night. But you can set your own hours and your own price. You don't have to be governed by them. But because you have a liquor license, they set up this big old event once a year when they're bringing in the new liquor. You get to go and purchase the new liquor that's coming out at a reasonable, such a low discount. So whenever it gets to you, you make almost like a 200% profit off of stuff. So you get to try all of the liquors, all the new stuff. So they have this big old party. They cook pigs and all kinds of stuff. It's so huge that all the vendors in the state of Alabama are there, and they put you up in a hotel room and everything like that, and you sit all day and all night and drink as much liquor as you wanted to. I went around just introducing myself. Hey, I'm just a rinky dink store is all I was. I wasn't. I wish I had a big old store, but I used my money and bought it and sold it and made a 3-time profit off of it. So I was happy. That would have made your car go. That stuff is just, I don't see how anybody can drink that. But I always had my husband to be the tester of everything. Like when the vendors came by for like um, CBD oils and stuff like that. I got it for pennies, and you would sell it for um, what was that? Kratom. When Kratom came out, Kratom was um, like an Oxycontin, really. It was that potent. They came out like, like a little 5-hour energy drinks, the little ones. Well, when Kratom came out, the first time I drank it, I got sick as a dog because I was tiny. I only weighed 126 pounds, and it made me sick. So I didn't like it. But people was calling me up and saying they was wanting cases of this stuff. Well, it got to the point where a case for one person, I was making such a killing off of that kratom stuff that I had to start ordering crates. And then the price went up a little bit more, and then it went up a little bit more until the last time it was 2 crates that I got. And then the ABC come in, because even though you're not, they will come in and check to make sure that you're selling stuff that's Alabama brand. It's got the sticker on it, like your cigarettes and stuff like that. Well, 2 crates, and a big old truck pulls up and pulls it. Well, ABC comes in and says, they just passed that this morning that you can't sell kratom anymore. It's like, why? People was literally paying $56 for a little thing like that. It was so powerful that if you had an ache or a pain or something like that, this took it away. Kratom did. Now, state of Alabama, you can't get kratom anymore. I don't know if anywhere else that you can get them, but I'm telling you, if anybody that has an ache or a pain, that stuff does take it away. It's just as same as a pain pill. My husband, he has rheumatoid arthritis. When his acted up, he would drink 1 full bottle of that kratom. I could never get it. I couldn't do it. I'm not you can get kratom there? If you can, I mean, just buy 1 bottle, and I bet you that bottle is probably 20 some, 30 some dollars. No, it's Kratom, kratom. If you can get a hold of some kratom, it's about the same thing as a strong pill. It's legal everywhere except states. It's not on the federal list. You can't get it here. Nope. Look, some of the doctors around here was buying it. Of course, whenever they was asking for cratefuls, you was not getting it at my price. No, I charged you per bottle. And some of the doctors around here was prescribing that because of the pill thing. They wasn't giving out the pill. So they was go over here to this package store over here. They're selling kratom. Get you a little bottle, try it. They was buying it from us, and they was selling it in their offices too. The red bane is best for pain. I'd avoid extracts. Then what was the next thing that was good? The Kush cakes. That was good. Made me sick, but my husband loved them. I'd make him try everything first. Here, babe, try this. If you're still alive in 15 minutes, I'll buy some. If you're not, I won't buy any. Hmm. I don't know. I know my sister had, she fell down motorcycle, what we call motorcycle hill in Illinois when she was younger. And so her leg was messed up. So I was telling her about it whenever I had my store about going and getting you some kratom. And she went down to at that time in Illinois, the gas stations had it. Like the 2 hour energy or 5 hour energy or something like that was $5.99 something. Well, the kratom was about $5.99 too. So I told her before the price goes high, once everybody figures out this is just like a pain pill, you ought to get you some. So when she bought one, went home, told her husband about it. He had a little sip of it. He liked it, so he went and bought the rest of them for her. I didn't know anything about kratom bars. I know the Kush cake. Yeah, the gas stations. Yeah, I bet you it ain't no $5.99 when it first came out. That's what price I put on it until it became so popular, and I was getting like $56 a bottle. Oh, you said it did work good. Yeah. My husband, like I said, has rheumatoid arthritis, so I'm trying to think of the gummy bears. They had the gummy bears with the CBD gummy bears. Sold them like crazy too. Until what's the flavor they didn't like? There's one flavor in there. They would come in and say, there's one flavor they didn't like in there. So then, and they were sitting there going through the bag, looking through the bag, trying to make sure that that one flavor wasn't in it. They said it wasn't no good. My only issue with this person was, tested could be 50%. Right. You're right, Chris. I'm trying to remember why they came in and said it got passed, but I can't remember. I want to say that it was such a Alabama didn't have their hands in it. Is what I'm trying to say. You know, they got they got their hands in everything else, but they wasn't getting like a liquor store. They monopolized the liquor itself, but you can have a liquor store, but their price is so much cheaper than yours. Why would they come to you whenever they can go to the ABC stores? What I'm trying to say is if you're selling this at your store, which ABC would not sell it at their store. So they decided since I don't have my hands on it and get the profits like you're getting off of it, then you can't have it either. And I think that's what it was. I'm not for sure. Because I believe within like 2 months that just blew up like crazy. Everybody was going nuts trying to get it. Yeah. Or wasn't it wasn't a No, I'm not talking about this recent one about the vape pen, not that. But there was something about cigars that came out that was because God, I can't even think of the brands now that I don't order them every week like I used to. The papers was dipped. They came out with the hollow papers where you could make your own cigars. The papers was dipped in the kratom, and some of it was bad. Something was bad on it. I think that's the reason why it got shut down. Still trying to think of that guy's name. His name's Mike. The Taco Michael. Taco Mike. Remember on Sturgis, Taco Mike? I'll have to find that picture. Seems like everything must be slow tonight on the computer and everything. I'm gonna go make a cheesecake and then watch a movie. See you all tomorrow, or should I say later today after the sun comes up again. Good night, Lisa. Cheesecake, eh? Here they outlaw everything. Fajita Mike from Full Throttle. You guys know him? Fajita Mike. Meds are finally hitting. All right, Chris. Good night. Sleep well. No, but I looked it up and all I was finding was fajita Mike as well. Yeah, it's fajita Mike. If I could show my picture. I don't know how to share it on YouTube. I don't even know if you can share. Don't know. He said he was into pulling hair, and I was standing next to him, and he reached back, and I had longer hair than this, and he reached back and pulled it. And my head goes back like that. When someone took a picture, it was like, ah! All right. Do 7 more minutes. I'll do till 2:30. I mean, it's 3:14. I'll do 3:30. I really didn't get much crocheting done today. I guess I need to work on a tutorial then. I like doing the tutorials at night. That way you don't hear the traffic from cars out there and next door neighbors yelling at each other. Surprise, someone didn't knock him to the floor pulling their hair. Uh, he was 3 times as big as I was. I guess it, he warned me like pulling hair. I guess I should have been warned. I mean, I should have been figured he was going to do that. But I figure a picture with him, if he ever gets to become famous one of these days, I got a picture of him. So, oh well, now you can get out of my store. 44 pages. I'd done that one time. Matter of fact, I got a back when I was, I don't know, I bought a bunch of patterns and I gave my husband oh, what do you call the little thing you stick in there? USB port thing. Told him go down and print these off for me. Guys, I was thinking it was only like 20 some dollars, 20, $22, $24. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. He came in and said, I hope you make every one of these patterns. And it's like, why? And he said it was $147. Like, oh, what? What? Yes. OMG. That was a lot. But of course, it's that thick too. So she must have a lot, or they must have a lot of pictures too, right? Yes, Chris. That notebook was, yeah, I made every pattern in there. Every pattern. They were baby shoes and baby outfits, hats. That was when I found out, wow, you can search and store these patterns and stuff. I don't drink coffee. Coffee stunts your growth. All writing? I bought a pattern one time. It was the bomber jacket pattern. It was about 6, 7 years ago. And lady only had one picture. It was her wearing it. And guess that's why I'm 5 foot. Well, looky there. There's the tankster. Good morning. That's what I was always told, that coffee stunts your growth. I can't stand the smell of coffee at all. Even when I was a waitress, I would try to figure out every way in the world not to make coffee because I don't like the smell of coffee. Two-years old. Since I was 11. It was caramel something. It's not a latte. What do they call it? Caramel coffee. That's the only time I've ever had any coffee. It was a caramel something. I like the smell. Can't stand coffee to drink yet. I don't like the smell or the drinking. All right, everyone. I did good. I appreciate you guys coming by, stopping, talking to me. I might do this again. Sorry, Tank, you come in and I'm going to get off. How rude, right? Drank black at 2. I can remember sneaking drinks on my dad's beer. I don't know why. I just don't like coffee. I don't even like the smell of energy drinks. I can tell when my husband's had one, and it's like, ugh, that's the um. It's not NutraSweet. What's the artificial flavoring in it? I know I don't like them. Dream Sweet caramel. Yeah, the frappe. Frappe. Energy drinks smell weird. Yes, it's not. It's not NutraSweet. S. mm, I want to say Splenda, but I don't think that's it either. It's. I smell them a mile away. It's like, ugh. And I wonder if they're really that strong anymore, like they were, because they was cracking down on them here in Alabama. They was, because they was getting ridiculous about the caffeine that was in them, and everybody's like, "I'll drink a Mountain Dew, huh?" That's all. Stevia, yes, saccharin, stevia. I think the stevia is. They smell like vomit. I can always tell when he's had one. All right, guys, I'm going to say goodnight. And thank you for coming in. Don't smell. I drink it. I will see you guys on the YouTube streets today, I'm sure. Don't forget, Hobie Bingo today, too. And Liz tonight. So, thank you, guys. We'll do this again, I'm sure. Good night, everyone. Thank you. Bye-bye. You're welcome, Chris. Thank you.